Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brooklyn. It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. Know what? No chaser. Yeah, yeah. What's the name? It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. No chaser.
And welcome to another edition of the Rundown, special edition of the Rundown, post Memorial Day Rundown edition episode. This is WGI Sports Media, your boys. This is Drum Major, alongside my right hand man, my partner, Chef. What it do, man? What's happening with
Ain't nothing, baby. Ain't nothing.
you? Yeah,
Pause on the baby boy, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah.
good, man. Listen, it's just I'm rocking my Giants shirt, so I'm
Of
I'm in
course.
full New York mood,
Yes.
and I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little heartbreaking, but pardon the
Yeah,
pun.
yeah. Listen. The heart don't need to be no need to be heartbroken. We can hold our heads high. We know what it is.
Uh,
And to quote the late great Dennis Green, they are who they thought we were, and we let them off the hook.
we did let him off the hook, but Boston didn't though.
Boston, I know exactly.
Oh, you talk about a choke game. Woo, huge.
Listen, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, yeah, we're gonna get into that conversation, man. But before we get into all that, because we got to shout out our sponsors.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Starting with who am I gonna go with today? We're gonna go with Graph Inks today.
No doubt.
Photographer, multimedia advertisement, specializing in any occasions and
Yes, sir.
photography for multiple events, any occasions. Quinceañeras, sweet 16s, divorce parties, wedding parties, stripper parties, I'm home from jail parties, tax refund parties, tax refund parties.
Shout I'm home from jail.
Yes. You know, free my ninja, blank, fill in the blank there. Or blank is home, fill in the blank there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Graphics will be there to make the occasion festive and memorable. They don't judge, just pay them their bread, and they'll get the job done. That's it.
That's it, man.
That's it, baby. You know?
That's it, man. Baby in the morning.
That's it, man. That's it. And they'll be there. Take care of all your needs on a photography and graphic design and advertisement, and it will make your event very memorable. Graph Inks. Also, raise up your mind, elevate your consciousness, elevate your mind. I am Inspire Motivational Tees, www.inspiremotivationaltees. That is INSPYAH Motivational Tees, all one word, www.inspiremotivationaltees.com. I am tees and hoodies, the most popular sale, as well as other meaningful graphic designs with powerful messages to elevate your consciousness, elevate your mind. Inspire Motivational Tees is exactly what it is, to inspire, and it's not about buying a t-shirt, it's about also being part of a movement and raising higher consciousness. InspireMotivationalTees.com. Indeed. Fat Boy Coffee. Shout out to Coach Lonnie and Rock, major distributors of the brand. Various gourmet flavors of coffee. Upon your first purchase, you get a 10% discount using code WGIS1. Again, 10% discount upon your first purchase using code WGIS1. Fat Boy Coffee. That's www.phatboy fatboycoffee.com. Is it Fatboy or fatboycoffee.com?
Fatboycoffee.com.
Yeah, fatboycoffee.com. One word, but fat, PHAT, boy, BOI, coffee.com. So log on, use code WGIS1, get 10% off your first purchase.
Thanks.
And last but definitely not least, tune in to Sugarwater Radio, Sugarwater TV, Multimedia Empire, Franchise and New Girl. Shout outs to them. That's family over there, Multimedia Empire, including music real estate for also all your aspiring artists and artists, domestic and abroad. You want to get your music heard, you want to get some streams in, contact Mr. Sadiq Bryant and our boy Delano Robinson, agents of music real estate.
Yep.
Talk to them, distribute your music. They approve it. Congratulations, you're gonna get some spins. For further details, speak to them.
Yep.
And tune in to Sugarwater Radio, Sugarwater TV, Franchise and New Girl, where they have the liquid truth and they have the best interviews, gossip, and entertainment, also known as infotainment. That is already trademarked. Don't try to steal it. They'll sue your ass. And they'll give us a cut too.
Yep. In other words, you'll be coming out of pocket.
You'll be coming out of pocket. Yes, sir. Coming out of pocket when they come.
That's it.
Yeah, man. But Sir Vlad,
Yes.
let's talk about these semifinals. A sad end to our beloved Knicks, but we understood why.
Yes.
Listen, man, they just got to run it back. That's it. Just run it back. You know my stance. People are talking about who they should add, who they should subtract. You know me. I say just get Mikal Bridges, and that's all you need. Get Mikal. That's it. But one fan made a great point in one of the Knicks pages. He said, got to take into account Mikal is with a crosstown rivalry, so it's going to be very hard for them to give it up, being that Mikal is one of the best players on their team, if not the best player on their team. So this is what he's who supplies their offensive firepower, alongside Cam Johnson. He forgot to mention Cam Johnson, but we know Cam Johnson is also part of that squad too that provides offensive firepower. But him and Mikal Bridges is the 1 and 1A guys. So to give up Mikal, they're gonna leave Brooklyn empty-handed, and naturally they're gonna want some picks, want some of the Knicks picks. But I think that's if they're gonna go that route, that's all they should give up. Give up the draft picks because congratulations, Knicks. Your window is now open. Your window is now open. Now for the next 4 years is championship run time.
Yeah.
The window is now open.
When's the last time we heard that, right?
Yeah. You just open the window. But back to the fan, what the fan was saying. Being at that crosstown rivalries, that he pointed that out, that it won't be easy. That won't be an easy deal.
No.
For the simple fact they're crosstown rivalries. But your thoughts on the next season, Chef? What's your thoughts?
I think it was an interesting season, right? It started off where I thought it should have started off, which was hot. Lukewarm in the middle, competing. We already knew that the road to the championship, as I said, was through Boston.
Yes.
And then something happened, right? They picked up Porzingis. The road was definitely it wasn't the yellow brick road, it was the green brick road through Boston at that point. Because Porzingis is a force to deal with, whether people want to believe it or not. But then the Knicks did something that no one saw coming. They got OG. And with OG, I think the Knicks only lost 6 out of 26, so they won 26 and lost 6 or something like that. So
they're 26 and 5 with OG playing.
Right. So
2025.
and half of that is with Julius Randle.
Yes.
See, so where am I going with this? I'm hearing the chatter of trade Julius. Julius is an all-star. You'll get a lot for him, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but he's an all-star and he's a force to be reckoned with. Unless
Yeah.
Julius is asking for a trade, you don't trade him. You run it back. You find a way to sign OG. You find a way to sign Hartenstein. And if we miss out on Mikal Bridges, then we wait till free agency. There's a bigger window now. The window for New York is so huge right now in basketball years that there's no need to rush. We didn't rush to get to this point. There's no need to rush to get to that to get to our window of closing opportunity. We don't need to rush. If you need anything, IQ is still a free agent. He hasn't signed back with Toronto, at least to my knowledge, he hasn't acknowledged that he will sign back with Toronto. I would think he would be coming back if he doesn't sign with Toronto, doesn't sign with the Knicks. I could see him going to Philly. That would be a problem.
That would definitely be a problem.
That would be a problem.
We can't have him and Maxey on the same team.
No.
No, sir.
But the front office may not see it that way. The front office might see IQ is not as valuable as they once thought he was. Or maybe they worked out a deal and said, listen, we're going to trade you, but during free agency, we're going to definitely sign you back because we're going to need you. Doubt it. That's some underhand dealing. I'm sure there's some fraud manipulation involved in that. But it can happen. It can happen. The Knicks need a backup point guard. But long story short, the season was great, phenomenal. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything more as far as excitement, drama, you know what I'm saying, execution, and see what kind of team we really have behind the three bigs, which is Ragu, Hart, and the point guard, I forgot his name. Good grief. My mind is slipping me. JB, yes, Jalen Brunson. Those three showed you who they were in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? No bigger than Hartenstein stepping up. And it's unfortunate that Philly took out our big man, Mitchell Robinson. And it's unfortunate that Julius Randle went down. Or else the championship run would have been through New York.
Facts.
Quick, fast. It would have been in about 360 because I don't think Boston would have matched up well against New York. New York just had way too much power. And we're talking power, not firepower, just power, strength. You know what I mean? Even if we lost Mitchell Robinson with iHeart alone and Julius Randle and OG, the championship run still would have ran through New York. But because we lost everything in that round against Indiana Pacers, it was no way that we could overcome that. I didn't see it. It was no way possible. There was no miracle on 34th Street happening. But the one thing that I did love is the fans. For the first time in a long time, the fans celebrated the players. And you gotta love that because in years past, we will call it Toxic City. We will call that. But then to see an about face, a complete 180, and see the fans out there outside of Madison Square Garden on 34th Street celebrating their players in a loss. What does that say to the players coming back next year? Yo, this is home. I'm home.
That's exactly what Josh Hart said. He said,
Josh Hart, listen.
I feel like I finally found a home.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, the fans love him. We're a blue collar. We're not a white. You see the Ritz. You see the cell phones. You see the Trump Towers. You see 34th Street. You see 40 Deuce. You see all of that. but it doesn't replace the grit, the blue collar hard worker, the lunch pail workers.
Mm-hmm.
There's dudes that's getting up on those scaffoldings and
Right.
building buildings with their lunch boxes.
Exactly.
That's New York.
That's New York. And the Knicks represent the people that live in the hood that goes into the city to work.
Yes.
And ride the dirty subway trains. You got to get up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Be part of that rat race. That's what the Knicks represent.
That's what fans around the league don't understand that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
New York needs something to stand on. You know, something to be proud of, something to say, like, this is me every day going to work and working hard.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is ivory tower in New York. Nothing.
Although we have them, but
although we do have them.
Yeah.
But the fans do not take it for granted. Not 1 second. You mess up, boo.
Mm-hmm.
But you work hard. You work hard and lose.
Yeah, you'll forever be remembered. This is why the Knicks of old get love today. LJ gets love. John Starks is a fan favorite.
Oh yeah.
Even Spree's a favorite, and even the tumultuous relationship Pat Ewing have with the fans. Pat Ewing in the Garden, that's love. But because there's a reason why the New York Knicks fans are considered the smartest fans in the NBA.
Yes.
And the reason why they gave the Knicks a standing ovation, because they showed the heart and the will to fight to the very end. They saw that the Knicks went down swinging. They had to give them a standing ovation. When Tibbs pulled them out, everybody got a standing ovation. Like they won the series, but they gave them a standing ovation because they showed the heart and still gave them a moral victory parade.
Oh yeah.
Come on, they knew what it was. And
exactly.
Everybody wants the Knicks to run it back. Re-sign OG, re-sign Iheart, keep the squad together. Don't get rid of Jew. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe I'm saying this now.
I know, right?
2-3 years ago, I was like, nah, man, get that man out of here. But to your credit, Vlad, you've been steadfast. You've been telling us, nah, Jew's improving. And we was looking at you like you had 6 heads. So I gotta give you credit for that, man. Yeah, I see it. Jew definitely improved. When Jew, OG, and JB played together, they were 14-1. They were 14-1. And they started out 14-1, 26-5 overall. Well, when Jew went down and OG, it was just OG. They were 26-5. But the three of them together, they started out 14-1. 14-1, Vlad. They gotta run it back. Even if they don't get nobody, keep that squad intact. Run it back. They're gonna.
You don't know what you have.
They're gonna mollywop everybody in the East. They're gonna mollywop everybody.
I've never seen one trade change the complexity. The how can I say it? The face of a franchise so fast without no bonding or team chemistry. It just worked. It's like buying a new iPhone for the first time and you touching all the apps and it's doing this and it's doing that. You're like, oh man, how does it do that? It just works. Don't question it. Don't question it. Just appreciate it.
Yeah, they got a nice nucleus going. The team is nostalgic. It's a throwback. The team is a '90s throwback team. They play like the guys did in the '90s, and this is what is making this team so enjoyable to watch now. And so, like I said, congratulations to them. You done open up the window wide open. So y'all got 4, maybe 5 years to get it right now.
Yes, sir. So, and that window could close quickly, even though it's a huge window.
Yeah.
But the window of opportunity is there. there. It's
Yeah,
there.
that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean.
And I'm sick and tired. Listen, I was a big, and I didn't hate Tibbs for what he did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like Tibbs for what he didn't do right. And
Mm-hmm.
what he didn't do right was develop the right players. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you had a chance at Obi. You got rid of him. You benched him. You had a chance at Quentin Grimes. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
work out. You had a chance at whatchamacallit, IQ and
Kevin Knox.
Kevin Knox. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Reddish. You had so many
Cam
players in your
Reddish. Yeah.
stable. So
Mm-hmm.
many players in your stable.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't get it right. And a lot of fans were upset about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I see with the right nucleus, the right team. Unfortunately, you have to put a team of veterans around Tibbs that fit his brand of basketball. That's why I
Yeah.
always said,
That's how
I've
he
always
moved.
said it. It's not the player, it's the system.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes for football, that goes for baseball. You could be an all-star elite quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
shortstop, outfielder, basketball player, any position. If you're not in the right system, your days are done.
For sure.
Done.
For sure.
Done. How many times have we seen that? Especially in football as a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look at the Jaguars, look at Cleveland, look at Tennessee. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? The Texans now are thriving because they got the right coach, the right player, the right system.
Yeah. That's that. That's how it happens. You
Yeah,
know.
Dallas can't buy a team. They can't buy a first round, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know. I know.
So I salute Tibbs. I mean, I take everything I said. I don't take everything I said, but I said it. I said it back
Mm-hmm.
then and I stand by it. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
the coach then to win us a championship. He is that coach now.
Yeah, because they got the right players around them.
Right.
But but
I believe in him.
yeah. But you know, just to move the needle forward. So obviously the Pacers defeated the Knicks in 7, and they moved
Right.
on to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they got swept. So they exposed again the team that we thought they were. Although in the beginning I did say Indiana was going to pose pose a dangerous team, and I remember the conversations we had in the beginning that if the Knicks fell at a certain spot, whether they got Philly or Indiana, it was going to be a tough out, and naturally Philly was definitely a tough out. Um, I think it would have been more intense had Embiid not play had both legs to play on. So I think Embiid playing on one leg helped us out a bit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? Because they really couldn't stop him per se. I mean, he put a 50 ball on us on one leg, and then he dropped 36 on another night on one leg. So is a tough out. Indiana's case, um, the fast pace got the best of us. You know, they was able to control the tempo. They was able to dictate the tempo of the game. Overall, they was able to dictate the tempo of the series, and which got the best of us naturally. But the only reason why I got the best of us because we were depleted.
Yeah.
So now when I'm seeing this, I'm saying Draymond was calling the Knicks a fluke, but Indiana's the real fluke. As you can see, they got swept by the Celtics, and the Celtics is heading to the finals, awaiting the winner of Dallas, Minnesota. The Celtics. Now, don't get me wrong. Indiana competed, so this was a hard sweep. It wasn't like Boston ran away with the sweep. At one point in game one, Indiana had the first game won. Then Jalen and then they made a crucial mistake. They didn't call timeout, and they didn't call timeout, and Jalen Brown, they inbound the ball to Jalen Brown. They hit the three to send the game into overtime. Indiana had game one. They had game one, but well, all 4 games I watched, all 4 games were competitive, but just the fact that you got to take into account Indiana beat up 2 injured teams. Indiana wouldn't have made it this far because they rely on offense. They're not a great defensive team. They rely on their offense.
They do.
And Milwaukee and New York, if they had their guys, if they had their thoroughbreds, Indiana doesn't make it this far. They probably would. I don't think they even get past Milwaukee.
Listen, I said it during I mean, you seen the coming out party for Tyrese Halliburton in what's that mid-season tournament when they went all the way to the finals. That was great.
Right. Yeah.
But I seen flaws in their system back then, and I
Right.
said, and I said it, and I'll say it again. Tyrese Halliburton is who we thought we were. Wally Zerbiak wasn't far off saying what he said. He just picked the wrong time to say it, of course. But Tyrese Halliburton is a star, bar none. But he's not that star that's going to take him to the promised land. He's not that guy. He's not a Reggie Miller. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because even then, Reggie Miller had Dell Davis, the Davis brothers.
Yeah, Reggie had a great supporting cast.
Yeah, you had Rick Smith, Antonio Davis, Dell Davis, Jamal Tinsley. I mean, you had Mark Jackson. You had a great team.
Yeah, that's why he went on those runs. He was ever going on those runs. And Indiana would go deep in the playoffs.
Season after season. I'm not saying just one season, all those players. Those are different seasons.
He had a great and Jamal Tinsley and Mark Jackson. That was a great complimentary backcourt mate for Reggie. Reggie always had a strong supporting cast, even in the later years. When Stack was there, Steven Jackson was there, and Ron Artest was there, and Jermaine O'Neal was there. I mean, he always had a solid set of players around him.
Yeah.
Indiana Pacers is always a solid team like that. But these Pacers is different. They're very, compared to Reggie's Pacers, they're definitely more vanilla. They're not as hard nosed as those Pacers. And they like to fly. They like to fly. And again, Milwaukee nor the Knicks didn't have the henchmen, the bodies to keep up with them or even to lock them down for that matter. Because it was shown once you lock them down, have them playing half court, they're not successful because it slows down their pace.
Yep.
Yeah, and
that's what the Lakers did to them in the mid-season tournament.
Yeah. So next season, the Celtics showing them this. I think the Celtics didn't so much play. It wasn't so much the Celtics defense as it was the Celtics offense that kind of outscored them because you got Tatum and Brown, finally, just come up in crucial times to to eke out the victories. I mean, because these were hard fought victories. Although it was a four game sweep, they were hard fought victories. All the games were close. And even noticing that, as far as defense, Drew Holiday is really the defensive stalwart of the team. And the last game he played, he made a critical play that sealed the deal. He picked Nemhard's pocket right there. You know what I'm saying? So
cookies.
Yeah. So it was great. It was great. But to your point, I'm seeing. Yeah, New York would have been in the finals for sure. They would have taken Boston out because especially the fact that KP didn't play. Because I remember you were saying. I said we had a conversation. I said I doubt if the Knicks end up going to Boston, that's where it ends. And he was like, wait, but KP's not playing. he's out for at least 2 games. I said, oh, okay. Turns out he was out for the whole series. So
Yeah.
so Knicks could have had them in full if they were in full force. Knicks easy, not
Yeah.
easy, and I say in 6.
Listen, Boston and New York would have been a better matchup than Boston and Indiana because they matched
Absolutely,
up. They
because they
matched
match
up
up.
properly, right?
Yeah.
Even without Mitch
Mm-hmm.
and Julius, the Knicks
Mm-hmm.
as they were, if you bring back OG, if he because he came back, would have matched up perfect against the Celtics.
No, I think not old of 100% healthy OG, not OG
Oh, that's
on
what I'm saying, 100%. Yeah,
yeah, not OG on one leg. And
nah,
we definitely would have needed one of the bigs, if not both of them. We definitely would have needed iHeart.
right, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And yeah, I think but yeah, with Jew down and Mitch down, that series would have went 7, and I think the Knicks would be able to eke it out.
And
Yeah,
how great a storyline would it have been? Knicks versus Dallas.
yeah, that would be a good story now. But you got to think about it too. But fans need not be. We got the reputation of Knicks fans have the reputation of being the smartest Knicks fans in the NBA. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, because that's the same thing they did to Patrick Ewing in '99 when he was injured and the Knicks made it to the finals. I mean, they had to go all out. There was an HC, and that's the only one of the moments where Knicks fans got too gassed, and they started thinking that
We could be Houston.
we no that we lost to San Antonio, but the fact we made it to the
Oh,
finals,
that one. Okay.
Knicks fans were saying, "Oh, we don't need Patrick anymore." It's like,
Oh,
are you kidding? It was like, no, are you kidding me? If Patrick would have played, we win the finals.
exactly.
That us losing in 5 should show you, yeah, Pat was needed, because
Exactly.
Pat would have Pat would have Pat would have singled out D Rob, Camby would have singled out Duncan.
Yep.
Houston and Sprewell was better than Sean Elliott and Jaren Jackson.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying, the only thing that would have been an even matchup is Charlie Ward against Avery Johnson. They deadlocked because they both
Yeah.
got the same
Yeah.
hard point guards. Avery Johnson, Avery Johnson wasn't a scoring threat.
No.
Charlie Ward wasn't much of a scoring threat either, but he's a little bit more than Avery
Yeah, he is.
because Charlie's younger and stronger. So it would have been, yeah. So that should have showed you, but fans were saying, nah, we made it this far without Pat. We don't need Pat. Nah, sadly mistaken. So I don't want fans to start thinking this way about Jew.
But it's already started. It's already started.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
But you know what? The front office is smarter than that. They know better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if they do trade Jewel,
Jew. Yeah, Jew. Yeah.
they got to get something back of equality. You can't give up an all-star and get a bench player.
Right.
And there's not too many, and there's nothing that you really out there that you want to trade a all-star power forward for that you, unless you traded him for Giannis or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to make sense.
They're gonna want a little bit more than just Julius, though. That's not
yeah.
Yeah,
But the trade has to make sense. That's gonna
trade definitely have to make sense for sure.
It's gonna have to make us just as strong, if not stronger.
Yeah.
Now it can't make us balance. It can't equal out, because then you're losing a teammate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To somebody that's new. Now you got to rebuild. You got to retool.
That's right. That's right.
Like they need to step in. That player that they trade Julius for has to be able to step in, just like OG did, and not lose a beat and actually gain 2 steps.
And you also have to be able to fit into the fabric.
Yeah, of Tibbs.
Yeah, there's a culture established there now.
Oh, it's a heavy culture.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
heavy culture.
yeah. The culture is established now.
What who out there, John, to me, in your opinion, who out there do you think can replace Julius besides Giannis?
Yeah, nobody, because Julius fits into the fabric.
Right. He's been there.
Yeah, he's been there. Julius embodies what the Knicks fabric is about. Julius is a banger.
Yeah.
This year he started to realize that no, I need to play bully ball.
Yeah.
I need to use my power. I need to be
14-1.
I need to be in the box. You know what I'm saying?
That's when they went on that deep run.
Yeah. I hit you with a three every now and then, but I'm inside. I let JB run the show, put me
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
And people also got to understand because Julius wasn't there is the reason why Jalen was able to get blitzed so easily and double team, and
Yep.
also why Jalen had to serve 30 and 40 30 pieces and 40 pieces of 45 pieces of chicken nuggets on people because he had to carry the load of scoring.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be able to play more relaxed once Drew come back because I promise you JB's numbers is going to go down, and it's not going to be because of his performance.
No.
It's going to be because he's able to be a point guard again, and he doesn't have to score first. He had to score first.
Yeah, he did.
But knowing that he has that in his bag, that's gonna be the beauty of it.
And it's all, and they fight for each other, John.
Mm-hmm.
That next man up mentality only lasted but so long, but it was all about, listen, I fight with my brothers.
Yeah. That's how the fans appreciate it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Bring Achua back too.
Say again.
Bring Achua back.
Yeah. Bring everybody back. Straight up, bring everybody back. But salute to the Celtics in the finals. It is as expected. They did not exceed expectations. Matter of fact, anything less than the finals was going to be a failure for them because they were favored to go all the way. So salute to the Celtics and Joe Mazzulla. They're there. They're waiting for the winner of Dallas, Minnesota. So the Celtics met expectations. They met expectations. They're supposed to be there.
So yes, successful season for them.
So yeah, successful season. Anything less would have been a disappointment. So I can only imagine the amount of pressure that was on them. You know what I mean? Because everybody looked at them and said, "No, the Celtics are ready. The Celtics are ready." It was said since the beginning of the season. The Celtics are ready,
right?
Especially when KP came over.
Yep.
It was like, oh, they really ready.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't see the Mavs, and I say the Mavs unless the Minnesota Timberwolves turn it around miraculously. But no team has ever come back down 3-0.
No.
In the final, Western Conference Finals, nonetheless.
Yeah. Salute to the Mavs. Let's good segue. Let's move on over to the Western Conference. Your thoughts on Minnesota eliminating the reigning champs, Nuggets. What's your thoughts on that?
Ja, a lot of people said that the Denver Nuggets were a fluke last year. If you want to talk fluke, that would be fluke status. Like you get eliminated in the second round.
Second round, yeah.
That speaks volumes about who's on that team versus the young cats on Minnesota, because Cat Williams is really yet to show up.
Cat Towns, right? Yeah.
Cat Williams. Oh, shoot. My bad, folks. My bad. Cat Towns, yes. He is really yet to show up as far as playing that power forward center's position where he's dominating, because it's all about Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. It's all about him. and his supporting cast. Like everybody around him is a supporting cast.
Well, Cat is also not playing so well in this series as well. He's not playing great either. You know, so he's not shooting well, and he just got into the bad habit of being a center, a shooting center, no, or a shooting forward, or a shooting big man. He got so accustomed to hitting the threes, and his stats in terms of shooting 3-pointers is not good. So um so he's not playing well in this series as well. He's so far in 3-point shooting, he shot 4 for 32, which is not good. He needs to get in the paint and exert his dominance as a big man because the outside shooting is not working for him. You know, so I'm just talking, trying to make sure Vlad can get out the glitch. You know, he's a little bit frozen there. So hopefully we can get back into it. But yeah, Cat hasn't played well in terms of his shooting, so he hasn't played well this series either. So this whole 1-2 punch thing, Cat and Ant-Man is supposed to be the 1-2 punch, and so it's not helping that Cat is not doing his part and being part of that 1-2 punch. I mean, even in the Denver series, he didn't exert his dominance with Denver. It's been such like a one-man show with Ant-Man leading the fray, and salute to Minnesota getting by Denver. But also you have to think about the fact that Jamal Murray didn't play well either. Jamal Murray didn't play at all. Didn't play that great in the Minnesota Denver series as well. So that was a key factor as well. So he didn't step up, with when Jokic needed him the most. Jamal didn't have a great series against Minnesota.
That matchup.
Yeah, it wasn't a good match. Wasn't a good matchup for Jamal. He had a hard time against Ant-Man. He kind of had a little hard time against Ant-Man. And so again, Cat Towns has to get out of the habit of being a shooting big man. He's so caught up and comfortable being a shooting big man. He needs to and I need to reiterate because it's happening in this series as well. He needs to exercise his dominance on the inside. He's supposed to be, we're back. We said it before, we're back returning to the 1-2 punch. It's no longer the super team anymore. It's back to the 1-2 punch. And Cat is not doing a good job assisting Ant-Man. It's just been Ant-Man. And the same thing happened with Murray and Jokic. Murray didn't help Jokic as much. He didn't have a great series. Michael Porter Jr., bad series. The shooter, bad series. 2 for 11. 2 games he was 2 for 10, 2 for 11, 1 for 7. I mean, Michael Porter, he was a key component of the Nuggets too. And on last year's championship run, he didn't have a great series against the Wolves either.
No.
So all those factors come into play when you have your running mate, a la Luka and Kyrie. When one half of the dynamic duo is not performing with his partner, things ain't gonna work out. And then you have key components like a Michael Porter Jr. who didn't shoot very well in that Minnesota Denver series. Is gonna fall by the wayside too. And then conversely, now with Minnesota on the brink of elimination, this is the same deal with Cat Towns.
Yep.
So,
And, and in the beginning, when they made that trade for Kyrie, I was like, oh man, I don't see how there's not enough balls to share.
Mm-hmm.
How does this work?
Yeah.
How does this work?
Right.
But Jason Kidd, salute to him. Point guard.
For sure.
Point guard.
You're ready.
Figured it out. Figured
Yes.
it out.
Sure did. Sure did.
Made it work. So
Nobody thought that backcourt was gonna work.
no. And that backcourt is what been winning games. Healthy.
Exactly.
Healthy.
Healthy backcourt. Luka's dropping 30, Kyrie's dropping 30. It's been consistent. I think both of them dropped 30-point. I think both of them dropped 30 balls about 3 times this series.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, and the previous series as well.
Listen, I respect. I know Jason Kidd has gotten a lot of flack for coaching in Brooklyn Nets, New Jersey, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he learned. A lot of people don't understand where he learned from. He learned under a lot of great coaches in the process.
Mm-hmm.
One being what's his name that left the Knicks and came back and coached under Tibbs, and now he's coaching for Indiana.
You talking about Rick Carlisle?
Not Rick Carlisle. He did coach under him, but the black coach for Indiana Hoosiers.
Are you talking about Oh yeah. You talking about Woody, Mike Woodson?
Yeah.
Mike Woodson.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Woodson was a dope coach.
Dope.
Dope coach.
Dope.
Oh man, yeah. I wish we'd have kept Woody.
Yes.
He was a dope coach.
In fact.
For sure.
In fact, he was. So people sleep on J Kidd, but you give J Kidd the players that he need, and here we go. Once again, the system works.
Yeah.
You got to give the coach the players he need that fit his system.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I mean, who thought Slow Boogie would be balling right now? The way he balling right now, on the verge of winning, on the verge of going to his first chip.
Yeah. For sure.
Now, this championship is going to be very interesting because of the matchups.
Yes.
If it's Dallas versus the Celtics.
Yes.
And luckily for both sides, there's no big man that's going to dominate.
No.
So this is going to be an interesting matchup.
Well, listen, don't sleep on Dallas because
that's what I'm saying.
I like they bigs, man. Derek Lively from Duke, that kid from Duke, Lively, he's hurt right now. Hopefully he'll be back for the finals. But his backup, Daniel Gafford.
Oh yeah,
them boys, woo! I'm becoming a fan of Daniel Gafford, man.
That's what I'm saying. This matchup is going to be very. It's not going to be a boring NBA championship. It's going to be very interesting. I'm not ready to call it. I'm not ready to call it, John.
You can't call that. It's going to be good.
I don't know. I don't know what people are analysts.
I like Dallas's bigs, man.
I don't know where the analysts are going, which way they swing, but I'm sure they're going with the name versus the skill set.
Sure.
It's too early to call right now. You cannot. I mean, look what they're doing to Minnesota. They're making mincemeat of them.
Yeah.
Easy work.
Yeah.
I thought at least Minnesota would ink out 1 or 2.
I thought so too. It's been weird for them, man, because even in the Denver series, it was kind of weird because they won in Denver, then they lost their 2 at home, and then it got back to normal. They started holding serve at their home court, but that was a weird start. So I thought Denver was just gonna sweep them. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And then Minnesota took 2 in Denver. I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I think it was
Yeah,
mental.
yeah. Denver took that two back in Minnesota. I'm like, what is this? Alternate reality here? Is it?
It's got to be mental with Denver.
Yeah,
No way in the world you have Nikola Jokic and you lose like that
right. In your own home.
in your own home.
But then again, I said Jamal Murray. He didn't do so well.
It's mental.
Yeah, he didn't do so
And
well.
like they didn't play a mental game. They didn't lock in. They didn't
Mm-hmm.
check in. They weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't there. And Minnesota tapped into it. They
Sure.
seen it and they
Sure.
took it full 100% advantage of it.
Sure. Sure. But all that being said, man, for Minnesota, I believe they already exceeded expectations. I mean, nobody really expected them to go this far. I mean, they got the number two seed. They had the number two seed, but um they're led by a young superstar. This is his first go around experiencing playoffs at this depth. You know, he does have some veterans around him. Mike Conley had playoff experience. He's been this deep in the playoffs before, but really is essentially the first go around for everybody. Really,
It is.
if you want to call Rudy Gobert with playoff experience, but I don't think even Rudy went this far when he was with Utah. It was just first round, second round. That's it. You know, he hasn't gone this far. So Cat Towns has not gone this far. It's first round, second round. That's it. So this is all new for all of them. So they even if they get swept or lose the series, they have nothing to be ashamed of. They have nothing to hang their head on.
Not really.
Yeah. So Ant-Man is 22. You know, he can readjust. They can, you know, get some more pieces or whatever they do in the off season to get some pieces together to make another run. Next season is gonna be tough, man. And next season is gonna be a dogfight on both East and West. Well, Eastern Conference and Western Conference. It's gonna be dogfights, straight dogfights.
The only silver lining for us, Ja,
Mm-hmm.
is that the Knicks, with the salary cap coming,
Yeah.
with the position that the Knicks are in, they're not in salary cap hell, as Dell would say,
Mm-hmm.
and we're talking multiple first round picks.
That's right. Yeah.
That's money.
That's money. Yeah. Picks is money too. Yep.
Oh yeah, it's called collateral.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Now, yeah, we got some good collateral, and we can freely give it up
Yes.
because the window's open now.
Yes.
We're not rebuild. We're here. We're here.
Who knew? Who
Yeah,
saw this?
we're here.
Yeah.
And so just like in the cycle, everything as a pendulum swing, the pendulum swinging back our way. Like I keep saying, the window's open now. So we got 4 to 5 years to get it right.
Yeah. Ja, this is why we're not GMs.
Yeah. Yes.
This is why we're not GMs. We couldn't have made moves like this.
Nah. That's why where we at, and that's why Leon Rose is where he's at.
Salute to Leon Rose.
You know what I'm saying?
He literally forced the whole city to be patient without one word.
Yep.
Without one word, John. Never seen this before. Like, you see it in other cities where GMs don't talk, basketball of operations don't talk. No one talks.
No one.
No one talks. There's never a slip of the lip. That organization is so tightly ran right now.
Yeah.
A rumor is just that. It's just a rumor.
That's all it is, just a rumor.
And even then, the rumors is faulty because how many times do we hear breaking news? Knicks are trying to make a trade. Knicks are trying to do this. If it ain't come from the brass.
It ain't come from the brass. Yeah. Listen, if once Adam Schefter confirms it.
Yeah.
Unless Adam Schefter confirms it, chill. once shout out to Adam Schefter. Once you get confirmation from Adam Schefter
Yeah,
that it's going down,
yeah,
then
yeah.
all right, it's going down.
Not
You know,
even Woj.
yeah, not even Woj. Because Woj be having stuff twisted too.
He do.
Yeah, I Adam Schefter is the guy.
Yeah, he's got an inside track.
Once he gets the new, ain't know who else I'd even put over Woj? Alan Hahn.
Yes,
If Alan Hahn gets the word, all right.
yes, yes. Certain beat writers and
You know what I'm saying?
and
Yeah,
and, and analysts and so forth
yeah,
get certain information,
yeah, exactly.
certain privy information, job.
Yep, yeah. So if I scroll on my timeline and it says breaking from Schefter or Alan Hahn, oh, all right, it's going down. It's going down.
And Alan Hahn be sneaky with it because he don't even tell you. He'd be like, oh, I didn't see this coming. And with a huge cliffhanger. I'm like, what? What? See what coming? So I'm scrolling up, John. I'm like, well, I don't. What are we talking about here?
Right.
Nothing.
You know?
It's a nasty cliffhanger coming from Alan Hahn.
Yeah. He does. Yeah, he does nasty work. That man does nasty work. But shout out to them though. They definitely,
No
they're
doubt.
very, very reputable men. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. It's all good. But we getting down to the wind down, brother. Well, before we go, let's get to the damn it, man. I know you got one.
I had one I can't remember, but this still, Ja, for me, he takes the cake. Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
This chick, excuse me,
Right.
this young lady,
yes,
has brought something to the WNBA that hasn't happened. Again, I keep saying it, since the inaugural season.
Yes. I think I know where you're going, but go ahead.
Why so much hate? Like, my damn it, man, is the WNBA, the league, like the women. Like, now we see why women can't work together. It's that catty behavior.
They're about to ruin it.
Yo, everybody's about to get a bag.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, WNBA stadiums haven't been filled since the inaugural season. And even then, it was a struggle. Because the first 3 seasons were the best 3 seasons of the WNBA, and then you see it falling off. No commercials, no
damn sure word.
no sneaker deals, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time the WNBA is able to say, "Yo, we can stand up."
Yeah, the only agreement that I have is the lack of acknowledgement of Angel Reese and Camila Cardoza because they're just as important and impactful of this resurgence of this potential resurgence of the WNBA. As our website, go to our website www.wglsports.com. One of the articles says it ain't all about Caitlin.
It
ain't all about Caitlin. There's no need for hate for Caitlin. She didn't ask for the hate. The girl just
that's the problem right there for me.
She's not going out there being arrogant about it. She's just going out there playing ball, just trying to be a part of the league, trying to learn the league and intertwine with the league. And shout out to Diana Taurasi. She was right after all. That aged well. For those who say Diana Taurasi was hating.
Right.
She was speaking facts, and you could see it. Caitlin Clark is having a very hard time right now. She's having very hard. The last game she had, the Indiana Fever has yet to win a game, first of all. The last game she played, she had only 8.7 rebounds, 5 turnovers, I believe. No, 8 points. I think 8.7 or I'm going off memory. I think it was 8.7 assists, either 3 or 5 turnovers. Caitlin's having a rough time. She's not dropping 30 and 40 balls like she was back in college. And Diana Taurasi said that. So you playing against grown women who are mothers, who are some of them are married, some of them got families to feed. Playing against grown women.
Facts.
Ain't little, she said you ain't playing against little 18, 19-year-old girls no more. Playing against grown women. Reality's hitting you. Reality's hitting her.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, her best game was her first game. I don't even know if I don't know if it was a preseason game or a first professional game. I mean, she had 20 and 10, but the 10 was 10 turnovers.
Mm. Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yes, so she already set a WNBA record, most turnovers in a game, 10
10.
by a rookie.
10, Ja.
You know what I'm saying? So like so but to your point, Vlad, the, don't at least not ruin it for themselves, chill with the hate. But the only part of it that I agree with that Angel and Carmilla Cardoza should be acknowledged as well because they're just as big as Caitlyn. I mean,
Yep.
they're NCAA champions for crying out loud.
Exactly.
Caitlyn is,
And
and they both defeated Caitlyn on their way to the NCAA championship.
facts.
So
Facts.
that's the only thing.
Angel Reese's right now is very marketable.
Super
That's what I'm
marketable.
saying. Like, yeah, people got to chill.
Yeah, you gotta chill.
Gotta chill.
But
So
I'm saying I think the lack of acknowledgement of Angel Reese was part of the argument. But at the same time, you gotta chill with the cattiness. You keep that at a minimum, man. Don't ruin it for yourselves.
yeah, y'all are sitting real good about to eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Chill out, relax, chill, enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Before you get men turning into women playing in the WNBA. I mean, real talk. That's where we're headed, John.
Yeah. We listen. I'm gonna get in trouble right along with you. We ain't rocking with the Joanna Mans.
It's
We don't.
crazy right now, John.
We ain't rocking with that over here. No, WGI Sports don't rock with that over here.
No.
You know what I'm
Let
saying?
women rock. Let them live. Let them have their thing.
Exactly.
But let's not ruin the sport because
Mhm.
we on our cattiness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, we all bleed the same. When you take off and you go home, we all rest the same. We all tired the same. We all work hard the same.
For sure.
Let's chill, relax. Let Angel Reese breathe. Let
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark live. Let her learn the game. She
Right.
got a ways to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Let it rock. I mean, I'm starting to see a lot of cattiness right now
Yeah.
in women's sports.
Yeah. It's not.
Against Dawn Stanley. I mean, come on, really? What are we doing out here?
Yeah. Yeah.
The only sport that I don't see it is softball.
Mm-hmm.
Softball.
Yeah. I dig it.
But yeah, that's
Well,
my damn it, man. I wish the WNBA players, not the league, but the players, need to chill
yeah.
with the cattiness, man. Put that away. We don't need
Mm-hmm.
that. We definitely do not need that. Let the game breathe.
For sure.
Let this play out.
Yeah, because y'all,
She you know, and I say Caitlin Clark because her name is always in the front
mm-hmm.
of all the hatred.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not pulling for her. I'm pulling for the league.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling for the league. I mean, put that away. Let's not be the three-headed monster that most people think we are. Put that
Mm-hmm.
away and let the game breathe. You never seen Jordan come out and say, when Iverson come out of college from Georgetown, he gonna have a tough time.
Mm-hmm.
Or Kobe Bryant, a high schooler, really? I'm gonna put him
Mm-hmm.
in my pocket. You never heard nothing like that. You just heard trash talk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Leave that. Put it on the court, but don't ruin it.
Right, right. At least you don't hear it in the media. Maybe they're spoken privately, but you don't hear it in public. You don't
Right.
you don't create media fodder or
Yeah.
bulletin.
But
You know.
we in that social media age, so
Yeah, you know how that go.
damn
Well,
it's
I don't. Yeah, I don't necessarily have a damning man, but I do want to acknowledge and pay special tribute and homage to Bill Walton. Bill
Ooh,
passed away yesterday. Hall of Famer,
yes,
best known as center for the Portland Trail Blazers, most notably Portland Trail Blazers and Boston Celtics.
yep.
Played under the great John Wooden. He always talked about John Wooden, the great John Wooden once said to me. Yeah. He always quoted the
Facts.
great John Wooden,
Facts.
UCLA Bruins. He's a two-time NCAA champion with the UCLA Bruins,
Facts.
NBA champion with the Portland Trail Blazers. Their only championship back in 1977. Bill Walton was a part of that team, giving them their only championship ring banner, as well as the Celtics back in '86. He was part of that championship team alongside Larry Bird, Danny Ainge, Parrish, and McHale. He was a backup. He was a backup center to Parrish.
Yep.
So Bill Walton, one considered a gentle giant. Very, very, very much a character when he does his when he announced games. He always had an affinity for the big man. He always, like he always said, throw it down, big man. Throw it down. Throw it down, big man.
Always say that. Always say
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So
And when it came to the Knicks, it was always character assassination. But
that's the only thing. Yeah, I was kind of.
but he turned the corner on the 2018.
He did. Well, yeah. But Bill always low key hated on the Knicks. He got into a little tiff with Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. But listen, all that aside, Mr. Walton's no longer with us.
Right.
Unfortunately, sad to see. NBA legend, Hall of
Right.
Fame. So rest in peace, Mr. Walton, and safe travels wherever you go. So,
Yes,
and
sir.
yeah, man.
You were
So,
a real one, Mr. Walton, a real one.
yes. Rest in peace, big man.
Yes, rest in peace. Yes. He was a real one.
Yeah. So that being said, Chef,
Yes, sir.
that is a wrap, sir. We are out of time, but
Ooh.
we had another great conversation. We done caught up with the NBA.
Yes, sir.
Salute to the Celtics. Salute to Joe Mazzulla, awaiting
Yep.
the winner of Dallas, Minnesota. Presumably, we're gonna presume that Dallas is gonna take it. Nobody's came down from 3-0, but it is what it is. So till next time, we will be covering the finals.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. So,
Indeed.
party people, we thank you for watching once again. This is your boy Drum Major on behalf of my partner, Chef. And always remember, whatever you do, make sure you love what you do so you can reach the grind. WGI Sports. Till next time, we are gone.
Yeah.